Hey everyone, it's John Morley with another amazing unboxing. We have another Lenovo unboxing, and today this is a neat product because on the JMOR unboxing channel, we know that not everyone wants to spend for a 330 or a 340 and get the latest technology, and you might not always need that for what you're doing, whether it's your office or maybe you just need a spare computer at home and it's not going to be used for much, maybe some basic surfing, and you don't really need it to have a lot of power, and it's not going to be a game house computer. So of course, you know what I usually do? I take out my key and I'll start scoring the top of the box and I'll open it. So again, you guys know that I like Lenovo. Next to the computers, obviously, that we manufacture ourselves. So this is a Thinkcentre M070Q. All right, we'll take a look and show you what this is here in a second. You have to be really careful with these boxes. This has happened to me once or twice before. You go to the edge and they have this sharp point, and if you're not paying attention, well, let's just say it wreaks a little havoc on your edge of your finger. So just like the other Lenovos, they're pretty much similar. We start out with our power and utilities box. So in here comes our power brick. Now this power brick is only 65 watts, okay? You do get a mouse, basic mouse. You get your power cord, which is going to actually plug into power brick, just like that. And of course you have your little plastic on there, which you probably want to take off. And inside the box, you get a safety and a warranty guide. You have a few little things you can read, just telling you to only recharge batteries strictly according to instructions. But again, they put this in all boxes, even though this unit doesn't really have a battery on it. Then there is a setup guide for the M070Q and the M080Q. So we have that, which is a nice little guide. And it is in English on one side. Okay, what else do you get in this box? I know you're curious. So you get one of these, you get a keyboard, and I want to bring this out to your attention again. I know I've mentioned this before. I really like Lenovo's keyboards. Listen to that sound, okay? It's a solid keyboard. I mean, you're not going to break it very easily like this or that. I mean, it's not flimsy is what I'm trying to show you, right? I like that. Now, I tend to be somebody that likes wireless keyboards. It's just I'm spoiled. I don't like to have a mouse or keyboard with a wire. I don't like to be held back by that. So for me, I always like wireless keyboard and mice combos, and we'll open box some of those one day. There hasn't been anything really new in that world to show you guys, which is why I really haven't done that. I try to unbox things that are kind of interesting. So in this box, you get the little stand. I actually like this stand better than some of the other stands. It's not as flimsy as the other ones. So in here, you get your main base station. Okay. And I'm just going to take this out the box here. It has a little seal on it, you'll see. That seal comes right from Lenovo, and basically it says security seal. So once the seal is broken, you cannot put it back together again. See that? I can't put it back together again, and that's one way you know whether a product was tampered with. So great job, Lenovo. I think that is really awesome. You get a bag. I'm just trying to put things into a nice little neat box so that we can throw things out. When you unbox things, you do have a mess. Now, the thing about this particular unit, let's talk about some differences from this to some of the other units. So you do have your power port where you're going to put your power. What I like about this is that if you take this connector, okay, and this is on all of them, you'll notice that you really can't put it into, okay, if you try, you don't want to jam it, but you can't really put it, well, this you can, obviously it doesn't go there, that's the Ethernet port, but it only slides in gently to one particular port. And that's the one right here on the end. You have to give it a little bit of a tug. I'm not sure if you can see that. You do have to give it a little tug, but the way you know is this has the little yellow on it, and you can see it has one pin inside there. And you can see, so here's the male pin, and there's the female, and you just put it right in there like that, and voila. All right, so this is an Intel Pentium Gold, okay? Again, this is not going to be the fastest computer, but for just surfing the internet, this is going to be a great computer. You have your one screw for taking it apart there. You have your display port, which is really nice. They give you that. Display port gives you the better video, and also you also get sound in there as long as your monitor supports that. You get your USB ports. You can see right here. Okay, get them right here, and these are the slower USB ports. So you actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you actually have an HDMI. So that's really cool. And then you have your Ethernet port right there. And then the front, you actually have another USB port. And then, good job, they actually have the faster SS port, which is great. That's the newer port, which you're seeing on a lot of the connectors, the C connectors now, with like cameras and some of the USB storage devices, not the standard drives, but so that's really handy because it's a lot faster. And of course, you have your port there for your earphone, your headphones, or your speaker. So nice little product. Just a little bit about what this product is. So this is a Lenovo M070Q, okay? It does have Windows on it, so the Microsoft Windows, the latest Windows 10 on it. The thing that's nice about this particular product, just to share with you, is that in this particular form factor, you're going to notice on the very bottom, okay, is that you have your play switch. This actually pops off. I'm not going to do it right now. And the question always said to me, hey, John, what kind of drive does it take? Well, so on the bottom, when you flip these out, more and more of them are actually going over to the SSD M.2. So they're moving over to that. So that's what they're doing. But just to show you, what they've given us here in the box, which I wanted to just point out. So in the setup guide, which I think they did a really good job of, they actually spell out, like, for example, they show you that the Thinkcentre LED, they show you where that is. They show you the power button. They tell you about the storage drive activity light, which I think that's nice. You don't see that on a lot, so that's in use. Then you have the always-on USB 3.2 connector, which is generation 2, which we have that right here. Which is the one right in front, and then you have which is actually this guy right here, and then you have your regular. So you have your USB always on, and then you have your USB C. So what's the difference? So an always on, a lot of these ports sometimes they'll go to sleep. So the always on USB connector generation 2. That's handy because this is the one you're going to use all the time. It's not going to be typically power managed. And this one over here is your USB-C connector, which is your 3.2 generation 1. You do have on it room for, like I said, you have optional connectors that if you, there's room for expansion boards, which I think is nice. You have on the side here, if you'll look, you actually have a... You have a connector for what they call the security lock. Right here, I don't know if you can see that. There's a pin right for the security lock, so that if you have these in your office or somewhere, so somebody wouldn't walk out with them. Now you're going to notice on here, in the guide, it shows you that there's room for a wireless antenna, but there isn't one. So this particular setup guide, the only criticism I have about it is that it can confuse some people, because if wireless technology is not going to be there, that's a problem. So right now it shows you the spot where it is, but you'll notice there is no place for it. That's because on this particular motherboard there is no support for that. Okay, so I think that's a little confusing for some people. Again, you have the Ethernet connector. We went over that before. You have your generation USB 3.2 generation 2 connector, which is right there in the back. And then you have your 3.2 generation 1 connector, which is right next to it. And then, of course, you have your power adapter, which we talked about. So, again, it's a nice product. Now, I will tell you about this product. It's got some nice weight to it. Again, all the products in this line, they're not going to be like, a pound. This is quite a few pounds. And if I had to guess, it's closer to the 10 mark. I mean, this has got some weight in it. It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it's not 4, it's not 5. It's closer up there. And I bet if I eventually, that's probably something I'm going to start doing, is we're going to unbox a scale, actually, and we're going to use that scale on the show and weigh some things so I can give you guys more of a feeling about what these products are like. I realize on video it's not easy to see all of them. But again, I do like the way the product is put together. Again, this is a very basic product. It's not meant to be a powerhouse. I do like the way the design. For some reason, I like this stand better than some of the stands they're giving you on the more expensive ones. I just feel, I could show you the one. Actually, I have one here. The ones they were giving on the more expensive ones were these little nubs like this. I don't like these little things. I think this is a much better job. It probably actually costs more money to make that than it did this, or it might be equal, I'm not sure. But you see, this just sort of sits in the cradle a lot better. And I think that's something that's really, really important when you're thinking about, getting something like this. I mean, it just kind of lends itself very easily. So you have the access to the top of it, and then once you do take this off, you can pop the bottom off because this whole piece slides out, and then you can get to the bottom of everything where the storage and things like that are. And so again, a really nice little product. I'm going to be testing this out shortly, and I'll be reporting back to you in a few days about what I think about the Intel Pentium Gold. Okay? Of course, if you do like the content that I provide on this channel, the JMOR Unboxing channel, the JMOR Reviews channel, or the JMOR Tech Talk Show, please, below the video, subscribe, click on the notification bell icon. This way, YouTube actually knows that you liked it, and it'll serve it out to other people, and it really helps me, and I would be grateful of that. So when you click on that bell notification icon, you'll actually be notified as soon as I publish new content with an alert in your YouTube dashboard. So if you have a product that you would like me to unbox and possibly review, you can send that to us, but you can visit jmor.com under Contact Us, and you can choose JMOR Unboxings. Tell us what the product is, and we will get back to you and tell you how to send that donated product to us, and we will schedule it for a review. Right now, I'm John Morley for the JMOR Unboxing channel. I want to thank you for watching. And again, when you need technology, remember that if you're going to pay a few dollars more for something, it may just make sense. I had a customer just today ask me for a very inexpensive laptop, and I found one for her. But what I explained to her is that laptop's going to be a throwaway laptop. I found her a laptop that was, I'm going to say, just under $300. It was actually $299.99. Now, it wasn't a powerhouse, but again, it's something that didn't have a lot of features on it. It was older technology, still had Windows 7, so you can have older technology or scaled back technology, which is good, but you also can have what they call newer technology, but you can have it just scaled back. I like buying newer technology that's scaled back because then you're getting something that's compatible with the latest Windows 10 and the latest patches that are coming out, so that's really important. But my point to you today is that if you have something and you need something like for work or the application, make sure you understand what it is that you need the computer for. Don't set your budget for something just because you have to buy X computers and you want to buy the cheapest out there. Look at really what the computer is going to be used for. Put a little survey together. Because what you're going to find, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you just go buy whatever is out there or whatever is cheap, you're going to spend more money to get that computer to be suitable for your worker, employer, or employee, or for you at home for your environment, and that's just going to waste more time and more money. Again, I'm John Morley with the JMOR Unboxing channel. I'll have another unboxing for you real soon. Our next unboxing is actually going to be another shredder. It's a P5. I know we were going to do that now, but this product actually came in first. So that's why we're doing this one, and the shredder is up next. We'll probably do that soon. So look for that on our channel. Incidentally, our channel now posts things in a LIFO order, last in, first out. So you always know at the very top what the most recent one we posted, and you can go down to the oldest one from there. I hope you enjoy the rest of your technology. And remember, we make technology easy, and we do the explaining and tell you how it works so you don't have to. Remember, if you have more questions, just visit jmor.com. And I'll see you real soon for another JMOR unboxing.